Howdy, hackers, and welcome to another episode of FairLight TV. If you have a computer, which I sort of assume because you're watching this, and you already had it a number of decades ago, or if you have or had a console, you have probably been playing game and you have probably been using a device to control it. Something like this, a joystick. And yeah, well, you had your favorite joystick and you were aware that there were others and you might have several of them, but we are now going to talk to a guy who's made a passion of his love for joysticks. We are going to talk to the guy who has written one of the biggest books I've ever seen, Trigger Happy, by Christian Wenk. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's thicker than a golf ball. It's really massive, and I'm really looking forward to talk to Chris and his 10 favorite joysticks. So over to this. Okay, so my absolute favorite book is this one. Generation 64, and yeah, this is a green line, but you see through it because of the green screen. Sorry about that. Jimmy Wilhelmsson and Kenneth Grönvall wrote a book about people whose career sort of took a starting point in the activities on the C64. Bitmap Books did. So an English translation, it's sort of the same book, but only in a more compact format. A few of the very kind of Sweden-specific celebrities were left out because they were not really filling their spot. But the reason I wanted to show you this is that this book in English is published by Bitmap Books. And Bitmap Books is the company behind Trigger Happy as well. So, and I have decided that I'm given this as a sort of a review sample, but I have decided that if I have 10 additional patrons coming in as a result of this episode, I will raffle this to one of the patrons I have by the first week of December or something like that. So if you would like a chance to win this book, then do sign up for being a patron to the channel. Yes, and the current patrons are these. Thank you, and let's go over to my talk with Chris, the joystick overlord. So I am now here with Chris Wenk, who has written this remarkable book that I've already shown you, but I need to show you again because it's such a fabulous piece of art. And it's so thick. Hello, Christian, and thank you so much for joining me. How are you today?
Hello, thank you very much, and thanks for having me. And I'm fine, and I'm just as happy as you are about the volume and the pure thickness of the book. So it's quite heavy. It's more than 2 kilos. I hadn't expected that, but it's great, and I must admit I'm so proud of that and so happy to be here with you. Yeah, for me it's a dream come true to publish this book.
So, I mean, most people are interested in computers, and you can dig very much into the computers, but like diving into peripherals such as this, where did that idea come from?
Yeah, it started out as a kind of a fun project. So I took pictures of my very first joystick, which was a Commodore joystick, a very, very bad one. I can show it to you in a minute then.
Yeah, yeah.
And I uploaded the pictures and showed them to other people of the retro gaming community in a forum. And the response was overwhelming. So it turned out that everybody in Germany had exactly the same kinds of joysticks. So everybody had a Commodore joystick and a Competition Pro and some Quickshots.
No.
And everybody during gameplay, of course, absolutely destroyed those joysticks. And so there are so many memories attached to those joysticks that yeah, it just took off from there. So this is what started it all.
And this is how long ago?
Actually, it was during the pandemic, so it must have been around 4.5 years when I took my first picture. And yeah, and so during the pandemic, during lockdown, I had nothing else to do and too much time on my hand. Of course, I was playing retro games, but after a while, as a photographer, it got kind of boring. So I went to my parents' attic and rummaged for the old hardware. And what I found was those joysticks. And I thought might be a good idea just to take pictures of them.
And you are a professional photographer.
Well, I would say semi-professional. So I do weddings and I do concert photography. I've done ballet at times, but I haven't done too much product photography before that. So this was basically a first for me.
Yeah, I mean, the pictures are absolutely amazing, and I think we got in contact like a year ago around the topic, and you sent an early version PDF, and
right.
I was really keen that you wouldn't miss this one.
Yes.
And I'm glad to see that it's in.
Yeah, right. So of course I have it here.
Yes.
And first of all, thank you very much for the compliment on my pictures. So I'm really proud of them. So I think I got better over time, and I upgraded my camera equipment and built my own photo studio and really got into product photography. So I really loved that. Yes, and it was, I think it was in April last year when I contacted you. Because, of course, FairLight, you were one of my childhood heroes. So actually, you brought me through puberty. And I survived because of guys like you. So again, thank you very much. So
thank you. Thank you. I'm really, really happy that I could contribute in any way to somebody's life. So thank you so much.
Definitely. And it's so good to see that that you guys are still around. So I thought for some time I thought I was lost, but then I discovered FairLight TV and some other guys. So I really love that. Yeah. So I thought it might be a good idea. I wanted to make an ebook, a PDF for the retro gaming community, just to thank all those people who helped me on the way. And from then on, I thought it might be nice if you especially wrote some kind of a foreword for the PDF, which you actually did. So again, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, I don't think it made it into the actual book, but
no.
Well, anyways, I'm really happy to contribute. And we do have a list of 10 joysticks now, and we will go through them. And they are basically in all sorts of shapes and forms, and also form factors, and for different systems. So this is something for not only the nerds who go for the 9 pins that I prefer, but also there are Nintendo joysticks and Mega Drive joysticks and whatever. So Chris, take it away. Let's do number 1.
Okay, so as number 1, I was divided between my original Commodore joystick, which is that one, and you know, the actual color and the orange button, and basically it's an Atari CX knockoff, a very cheap one at that. It doesn't even have micro switches. It has those membrane switches, which are not very responsive, and it's not a very ergonomic joystick. So it's bad in every respect. But it was my very first joystick. So I bought it in 1984. And actually, what I remember most of that is playing international soccer on the Commodore 64 with my friends. And I remember the feeling, I remember the blisters on my fingers, and I remember shouting, and I remember all those matches. And this is what makes this joystick so special for me. So it is basically, it's more than a joystick. It's more than a periphery. It's just it's nostalgia. It's memories.
Yeah.
It's,
so Chris, I have to ask you there, because I was listening to Sprite Castle. So it's a podcast by Rob O'Hara, I think his name is. And when he went to his friends to play, he brought his own joystick. The guy, his friend had joystick, so it's not that he couldn't borrow a joystick at location, but he was so keen to have his own. Were you the same?
No, unfortunately not. So everybody of my friends, everybody had at least two joysticks, two bad joysticks. So most of the time, one got replaced by the other. So everybody who got there had to play the one which was worse off. So everybody had at least two joysticks, and we didn't take
to the guest. You should. I mean, being a polite host, you should give the guests the better one. But no.
Everything which gives you an advantage, you have to use that.
Okay, so so let's say also the 10 joysticks. Is it? It's not like your 10 favorites. It's just 10 key ones. Is it?
I would say it's my 10 favorites.
Okay.
I didn't pay too much attention if they were important or not. Probably they were not important most of the time. It's just the one I thought might be interesting to show in the video.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go on to the next one.
So the Commodore joystick didn't make it. It's sort of a bonus appearance there.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good. So now comes my first one. This is the iconic Competition Pro. So everybody had that, and it was the first. I would say the first really good joystick. It was much better than the Atari joystick, and of course much better than the Commodore joystick. And it had micro switches, which you can hear probably.
Yeah.
And there, I think the fire buttons are leaf switches, which is not too bad, but. Okay, it doesn't have auto fire, which is a bit of a drawback. So playing Uridium is not too good with that, but it's okay, and it's indestructible. So even after 40 years, I can use that, and it has never let me down. So it's my second joystick.
And also, when the guys did the C64, they also choose that form factor for the joystick they supplied with the system. So. I mean, that's also trying to please the audience, being used to that. But I say the original is better than their copy, because I've had a number of people who broke the one that came with the 64.
I also have the 64 Mini and the Maxi as well. And you have to take care of those joysticks, because they have the buttons at the back. So they have menu buttons at the back. So you need those joysticks. But I play with that one if it's possible with my other systems. Yeah, and I think this is I wanted to mention that concerning the design. I think if you ask anybody what does a joystick look like, I think this is it. Maybe the Atari joystick, but this is it. You have two buttons, two red buttons. You have a black housing, and you have the red stick and the ball top. So this is iconic, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is actually it's that one. So this is I must admit, I hadn't known that, and until you recommended it to me. And then, as I said, I went out and I bought one immediately. And it's quite a good joystick, but I think it was not so popular in Germany. So none of my friends had that. but it's good. I tried it out with Exploding Fist, which is it's quite good. So, and you have 2 buttons and not just 1 button, and it has a steel shaft. So this is a very solid joystick. It's a bit bigger than the Competition Pro, but anyways, it's good. It's good, and it's very comfortable to play with that. It's a shame that I didn't have it back in the days.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most popular one amongst the friends I have here. So, and it's also, some joysticks are meant to be sort of sitting on the table, but this one you can easily hold in your hands. And because there's supposed to be rubber here, but that wears off quite quickly, so I don't have that. But as long as you keep it in your hands, it's not a big thing to not have the rubber things.
Mine has some kind of felt underneath that, so it's
probably replaced. Then I don't think that would be original. I think the original would be rubber.
Okay, so the next one is almost the same. This is the one I had. So I got this as a present sometime, and this was the only Suncom joystick. It's the Starfighter, which I had, and it's a tad smaller than the TAC2. Oh, by the way, I love the name TAC2. It's Totally Accurate Controller. I just love that. They are so proud of their sticks, and the Starfighter is called the ultimate joystick.
Yeah, very humble.
Yeah, very humble. So this one is quite good as well. It still holds up after 40 years. But I think there is some wear and tear in that. So after some time, it isn't as precise as it used to be. But it's quite a good joystick as well. And this is the one that I had back in the days.
But you have the problem with the button being on that side. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, I don't know. But there will be a group of people who would fancy the button on the other side, I guess.
Right. So this is just 1 button, and the TAC2 has the 2 buttons.
You did have a slick stick as well, right?
Yes, right. This will be the next one. And this is the smallest of the 3. So they are quite similar, all the 3. This is the smallest, and I like that. It has quite a comfortable form factor, and it plays quite well, actually. The only thing is, again, there is some kind of a rubber grommet used to center the stick, and I think it gets some wear and tear, and after a while, it isn't as precise as it used to be. But this is still working, so it's good, and it plays good. But again,
and I think the design is the same. So you have like a metal ball at the base that hits metal walls.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's a solid design. It's very difficult to break one of those.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're still on number 2. All the Suncom ones are sharing.
Okay, good.
Right.
Good. So what was number 3?
The bug.
The exact the bug. Okay, good. The bug. I used this to play on the Amiga, and actually there are 2 different versions of that. So there is a black one, and there is this nice green one, and there you can see why it's called the bug, because the fire buttons, micro switches, are the red eyes. Okay, so you can hear that maybe.
Yeah, the black one had yellow eyes, I think.
No, the black one my black one had black eyes as well.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have the other one.
I had exactly this one, the green one. So I still think that one is in the basement somewhere.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's nice because it's quite rare.
Yeah.
And I was searching for that for a long time. I had seen pictures of that online, but I haven't had that. I only had the black one. And some guy in the UK offered to send it to me because he had one. The guy was called Guy. Yeah. And so he sent it to me, but it never arrived, unfortunately. It got stuck in customs. And so we, after back and forth, he sent me back my money, and we said, oh yeah, let's call it quits. And so I didn't get the green one, but I got it last year for Christmas. And again, some guy from England sent it to me. He had heard about my project and said, "Oh, I have a green bug. I read that you need a green bug, and here it is." And it arrived a couple of days later, actually.
Super.
And there I have it. And I think this is beautiful.
The little button in the back, is that autofire? I don't remember.
This is autofire, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this one even has 2 plugs for Amstrad computers. I think the gray one.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Commodore and Amstrad compatible.
Oh.
Yeah, and it plays quite well. So
it's special and suitable for some games, but not for every game, I would say. And you need to hold it. I mean, the fingers in front and the buttons.
Right.
So it's not for everybody, but if you are one of those that like it, then you will probably be totally passionate about it.
Yeah, so I really like it, especially for jump and runs or kind of Metroidvanias. It's quite good, I think, and it's very responsive and quite accurate. So it's I would say it's one of the better joysticks. It was made by Cheetah, and I think I don't know if I have that on the list, but I have some Cheetah joysticks as well, which maybe I'll show you later.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yes.
Ready? What was the next one?
You have Wico or Wico.
Ah, yeah, right. This is the one you mentioned, right? This is the exact opposite of the slick stick. Okay, so this is called Wico command control, and they probably thought size matters, and they set out to build the biggest joystick in the world, and they succeeded. So you can grip that with your hand, and there is one fire button at the top and one at the bottom, but you can only use one of those. And alternative, and and you have to switch around which fire buttons you use, which is a bit strange, isn't it?
I had one of those as well, so we're still in sort of my list. This one was, I think it's called Red Ball, and then you had more like a drop shaped one, and then more like a handle shaped one.
Yeah, right. So
and then you had a kit where you had all 3 of them, so you can actually swap the handle. But I just had that, and I didn't have any extra handle.
Yeah, I think this is known as the famous Red Ball. Because of the Red Ball, and I have
there you go.
Other version. So it's basically the same joystick, but you can exchange the handles.
And okay, yeah, and Red Bull wasn't one of those. It's
no. There you have 3 different grips. One is baseball shaped. Oh, there we are. So this is the joystick, and this is the fire button, and one of those grips is baseball shaped, and the other one is, I don't know, shaped like this, and you have this kind of a pistol grip. To me, it looks like a ski pole, and I think they're the same, more or less. So it's they play the same, and there is not too much difference there. It's just a nice gadget to have 3 different handles, 3 different grips there.
Fantastic.
Okay. Good. What's next? You wanted to talk about
Quickshot
9
SV1.
Yeah, right. So this is,
and I must say first, before I say anything else, and before I make a fool of myself, me and my wife, we called this something, but it wouldn't be politically correct. But it was the shape and the color in combination. And I'm not saying anything more than that, but I'm really not going to say what we called it.
Okay, good. So yeah, I called it a trackball, but it wasn't.
No. I mean, it's the distance that the brown kind of pole, it wiggles like a millimeter or two.
Yeah, right. So you
I actually had a technique here with fast, where you should go like fast back and forth. So I put it like here, the top here, and then I only like flipped my hand like that, and I could go left, right, crazy fast. So in decathlon and games where you should run, where you should wiggle the joystick really fast, I could do it faster on that joystick than any other joystick I had.
Oh, really? I thought the opposite. So I never dared to try track and field or Davy Thompson with that. So maybe I should have. I bought it first for Koala Painter. Remember that? So back in the days, I tried to do computer graphics, and I used, of course, on the Commodore 64, I used Koala Painter, and I saw this in a commercial, I think, and I thought it was a trackball. And so I went to my mom and said, I must have this trackball. I'm a graphic designer, and I need this trackball. My life depends on that.
Yeah.
And then I got it, and I was a bit disappointed because you only have, as you said, this half dome, and you tilt your wrist, and it's not like a trackball at all.
No.
It's just a joystick with a half dome instead of a stick. But I must say, for Koala Paint, it worked actually. And they had the big fire buttons, and you had auto fire as well,
and the little diodes that flash.
Yeah, right.
Whenever
it
presses.
Love that. Red LEDs.
Yeah.
And you had a direction button, so you could turn it around for left-handers. Okay, this was I think this was a first. So I love that. And after a while, I played again. I played Iridium with that and Whizball, and I think it's a quite okay joystick. Although most people hate it.
I would agree. It has hit the soft spot with me, and I think this SVI is it's Spectra Video.
You're right.
So that was a competing system, but they had compatible joystick ports, and so the 318 and the 321 was the computers, and I think the 380 actually had a built-in joystick in the actual computer. Where 328 didn't. It had like a separate computer joystick. Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah.
So I remember my brother falling asleep in our room and me drawing pictures with Koala Painter, and he was getting so angry because the joystick was clicking on and on and on and on. Yeah, fond memories.
But that's clearly micro switches, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I love the sound of micro switches. I show you another joystick a bit later, which has, in my opinion, the best sounding micro switches. Okay, next one.
So now we've done the 5 that I knew, and now we're getting into the 5 I've never heard of and never seen. So, Colani?
Okay, the Colani controller, right. So this is a PC joystick, and maybe you can see that, and maybe it looks a bit strange.
It's like handshake.
Can you see that properly?
Throttle on an airplane, or?
Right. It looks like a throttle, and it is round. It is very, very curvy and very, very smooth. And you had several fire buttons there, and auto fire. 2 auto fires and 2 fire buttons on top. And this was designed by a German designer who was called Luigi Colani. And he was famous for designing, first of all, he was famous for his style of design, which is called biodynamics. And he designed police uniforms, chairs, caskets. And I was wondering who would need a biodynamic, ergonomic casket. So this struck me as so funny.
Yeah.
And one time he designed this joystick. So this was his very own creation, and it was sold by German computer distributor High Screen or Vobis. And
Okay.
I don't think it was sold anywhere else, for a reason, probably,
Yeah.
because it doesn't play very well. It looks good. It's something for the shelf, but it's abysmal. So you can't really play with that.
And
Luigi Colani.
what about the buttons? How many are separate, or it's not just one button, right?
No, I think there was a software with that, where you could. It's a PC joystick where you could program those buttons.
Okay, so they are totally separate then.
They are separate, yes.
Okay, and the connection there is that MIDI port that the PC used,
the game port. I think this was the game port. It was called the game port, was it?
Yeah, I think MIDI is the same, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah.
I don't know.
I've never really had any joystick for my PC, so I wouldn't know before they went to be USBs. Anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay, so Luigi Colani,
Cool.
German designer.
Yeah.
It's
I agree. If you're going to have something on the shelf but not play it, then that would be a strong candidate.
It is. Okay, next one.
Yes.
What do you have on the list?
I have Power Glove.
Oh yes, the Power Glove. Did you know the Power Glove?
I've never seen it.
So this is Nintendo Power Glove.
So Famicom. So it's the Super Nintendo, as they were called here.
For the NES.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was a film in the late 1980s. It was called The Wizard, and this is about kids going to a video game tournament, and one of the evil kids, he suddenly took out the Power Glove, and I would just unbox that. So this is a glove which you put on, of course, which you put on your only right hand.
Yeah.
So I won't put that on properly. And there you have a D-pad and the regular NES buttons.
Yeah.
But this functions via ultrasound. So you have an ultrasound receiver set up on your TV. And by moving the glove around, a character in the game responds. So you move the character by moving the glove. And in the fingers, there are flex sensors. So the game knows if you're flexing fingers or not. So what you basically could do is you could grip something in the game and move it around. But of course, it didn't work properly. So in the film The Wizard, the antagonist, he played a racing game, and of course he beat everybody. But I tried playing racing games with that. It's just so bad. And I think the slogan for the Power Glove was, in a positive way, "Oh, the Power Glove, it's so bad." And they meant it in a positive way, like it's so cool, it's so good, and it really is bad.
Okay.
Power Glove.
But more the finger part, is it an actual glove or just something you set on, like, on top? It is an actual glove.
It's an actual glove. I can try to put it on.
Don't break it. That would be worth it.
So there, can you see that?
Yeah. So it's quite open so that it would fit more people. But if you're a kid with very small hands, that would be all weird. And being a grown man, you stretch it a lot. So,
but it's bad. The only thing which is good at that is you have a controller sitting on top of it, so you can still play your games. I tried Mario with that. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes cool doesn't mean it's actually functional. So I guess this qualifies for sure as cool.
Yeah, this is form over function.
Yeah.
Basically.
And what is the connection? So standard NES.
Yeah, standard NES. So you have.
I've never had one of those.
This is the
I had
Famicom
a
version.
Super Nintendo.
Sorry.
I never had a NES, so I.
And so I bought this in Japan,
Yeah.
and there is the ultrasound stuff in there. So you have to put up an antenna and plug it in, and it's quite complicated.
Oh.
Yeah, but I love gadgets like that. So
Yeah, for sure. Super cool. I've never seen it, and I would imagine it's again cooler than functional.
Mm-hmm. I also have just to mention it. I have the brother band U-Force. Maybe you remember from Spelunker. The software
I know the game,
Broadband.
but or the software company and also the game, but
yeah, right. So they brought out a controller which it opens like a laptop, and you can without touching it, you can move your hands and can control characters in game. And
without touching, or
without touching, yes. So you can set it up, and there are some sensors in there, light sensors, and they measure how much light comes into the diodes, probably, and if it gets darker, a character moves. If it gets lighter, a character moves the other way. And there are even 2 grips for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. No, sorry. There is a special bar for Mike Tyson's Punch Out, so you can put up the bar and then you can punch and move around on the NES. It also doesn't work properly. So, I love it. I have it, but it just doesn't work.
Well, it sounds like the theremin where you play using 2 hands.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's the same principle. But,
yeah, exceptional. Okay, the next one is Dreamcast arcade stick.
That
sounds like a solid one. Arcade stick.
Yeah, this is the one I mentioned. So this has the best sounding micro switches.
I think that's sort of the same form factor as your book. Same size.
You're right. Exactly. Good. So
my guess, but that was spot on.
Good. Perfect. So this is an arcade stick, and it has arcade quality buttons, and it has a very, very clicky, very responsive micro switched joystick. I love the green on that, and I love the color because it matches that of the Dreamcast. And there is you can even put the video memory unit, the VMU. You can put that into the joystick. So this is I think one of the best arcade sticks. So if you love fighting games, it's perfect for that. So what was it, Marvel versus Capcom? It's great for that. You have 6 buttons and the clicky joystick there. It is good for shoot 'em ups like Ikaruga, but it doesn't have auto fire, so that's a drawback. But I played all those games with that, and it's good. It's one of the best joysticks I have. So I really love that one.
It looks like a console. It would look like something you find in an arcade. That kind of design. That's kind of the quality of it as well. It looks
right, and it's quite heavy as well.
Metal bottom there. So yeah, very solid.
Yeah. Okay, what was the next one?
Dragon Quest Slime.
Oh, that I love weird. That one. So this is one of the most astonishing joysticks with form over function. So it is all form. Now, second one. It's
Yeah.
all form but no function. No, it is function, of course. So it's that one.
It's a blob.
It's a blob. It's the slime from Dragon Quest. So in Dragon Quest, normally one of the first monsters you encounter is this slime.
Okay.
And just imagine, you play Dragon Quest. It's a bit bizarre. You play Dragon Quest, and you play it with a monster, and you defeat the same monster as you're holding in your hands. And you have to turn that upside down. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And if you turn it upside down, it's in this case, it's a regular DualShock 4 PlayStation 4 controller. So with a touchpad and 2 thumbsticks and the regular buttons and D-pad. So actually, you play it, turning it around.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, but it is so beautiful, and it is so soft to the touch. It just feels so good holding that. And yeah, I wouldn't hold it for longer gaming sessions, but it's just so beautiful. And look at the eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, I saw that and I had to buy it.
Yeah,
Also,
you're winning me over. It's cute.
Yeah, I must admit I bought the cheaper version because I think there are some versions out there which are quite expensive. So I think 300 or 400 or even more euros. This is the PlayStation 4 version, which is a bit cheaper.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's beautiful, isn't it? Slimy.
Okay, now we're getting to the crescendo here, the weirdest one I have ever heard of, and it's weird in all aspects. So take it away, Resident Evil Chainsaw.
So this is it. So as you can see, it comes in a box, and it's a beautiful box which you can put on your shelf. And I guess they knew what they were doing, and this was for a reason, because you can't really play with that. It's best put on a shelf. But it's so beautiful. It's such an intriguing design. I just love that. Let me take that out. So first you can see the box.
Yeah, for sure.
Take down the lid. So people knew what they were doing, the designers. There it says Resident Evil 4, and this is a PlayStation 2 controller.
Yeah. You're not chopping any trees with that one. It's way too small. It would be twigs, but yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe clip your toenails. I don't know. Okay, so as you can see, you have 2 thumbsticks there, and you have, can you see that? And you have 4 buttons there, so PlayStation, and you have 1 trigger there, and a D-pad. And normally you have a start button. If you remember on PlayStation joystick controllers, you have start buttons. And in this case, you don't have a start button. You have a starting chord. So you pull that out.
You do pull.
And this is equals pressing the start button. And it makes a sound. So it is the motor starting. So it does vroom, 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 and then the game starts. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
And you have the 2 handles, the 2 grips. So you hold it like that, and you play. And if I remember correctly, as soon as you raise the chainsaw in game, I think if I remember correctly, again it does the chainsaw sound. So not only if you start it, but if you run around and raise the chainsaw, it's a bit loose in there. There is a trigger, and you raise it, and it again makes a chainsaw sound, which is again ridiculous.
But and this one takes batteries, and you have a receiver somewhere in the other end.
Yeah, right. So this is you need a receiver because and batteries, because this needs some juice. Okay.
Yeah, well, anything cordless needs a battery, so I guess that's it.
Yeah. And what did I want to say? Yeah, and just like with the slime controller, I think this is so bizarre because, again, if I remember correctly, in Resident Evil, you never have a chainsaw, do you? I don't remember exactly, but I think you don't have a chainsaw. So you are running around, you are controlling a character who shoots zombies with a pistol, but you are controlling him with a chainsaw, and the character, the foe, the enemy, is a zombie who wields a chainsaw, but you have the chainsaw. So it's just bizarre, but I love it.
Yeah.
There are two versions.
Would that be the most expensive one in your collection? If you would sell your joysticks, would that be the most expensive one?
I'm not too sure. Probably one of the most expensive ones. I have. Do you know the Astro City Mini? It's a mini console.
Yeah.
And there are arcade sticks for that, and I think for some reasons they are sold on eBay for 500, 600 euros. But this must be one of the more expensive ones.
Oh.
One of the forum members, he gave me another one which was even more expensive. It's a yellow version of that, which is for the GameCube. Okay. So this goes for around 600 euros, I would say. And he just gave it to me, and I took pictures and sent it back. So very, very trusty person.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. And you don't have what iToy? PlayStation 2, you had like a video camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of a controller, but it's non-physical. You use your body as a.
Yes, I have that.
Yeah, okay, but this is not in the book, right? That's
no.
You're focusing on physical controllers,
right? So this is quite difficult because you have, for example, you have the Wii, and you have all the golf clubs and tennis rackets and whatever you have, and so with the Dreamcast you have fishing rods and stuff like that. You have dancing mats, and so we decided just focus on physical controllers. Yeah. And not on the extra stuff.
Yeah,
we have 2 VR controllers in there for the PlayStation because you can play with them. You can use them as regular controllers, but basically that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm complaining that the book is too thin. So it's juicy content. So. Chris, I'm going to show the book again. And again, this one will be available if I receive the 10 patrons. If you sign up, I will raffle that out to one of the patrons. So, but if too few people sign up, I will keep it because I already love it. But Chris, this has been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time and also taking the time to produce such an excellent book. This is a great contribution to the retro community. Yeah, everybody gives a big high five here and all of that. So yeah, I really love it. I really, really love it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much for encouraging me to do the book, and first of all writing the foreword. Yeah. Although I didn't make it into the book, but thank you very much. Thank you for your support, and thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Bye.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. FairLight.